Today we have a topic: describe a risk you have taken which had a positive result on you. Now here are a few keywords like what it was, why you took it, what the result was, how you felt about it. So if you have already watched our previous video, then you know that we always divide our task into 5 sections. First is identify tense. Second one is fluency blueprint. Then actual cue card. I will tell you the story. Okay, and this cue card has 7 follow-up questions. So I will give you the solution of those 7 follow-up questions, and then mini story. Mini story is the key of fluency. If you want to speak fluently, then you need to practice this task in the form of mini story. And trust me, guys, it will stay with you for a long time. And here are few instructions. Do not fast forward. There is no need to fast forward this video. If you are going to fast forward, then definitely you will lose some important information, and I don't think so that it's a good idea. Okay, but you can run this video on 1.25x or 1.50x if your listening is strong and you are an active listener, then definitely you can do it, else there is no need. And I want to mention one more thing: please grab a piece of paper and pen because you need to draw fluency diagram. Right, now here is our first step: identify tense. So you can see here what it was, you took, result was, and you felt. So you can, I think you can get the tense. We need to tell a story about a risk in a past form. Okay, so get ready to draw a fluency diagram. Here is the fluency diagram. Just pause the video and draw this fluency diagram on your notebook or on a piece of paper. It's very important. Without fluency diagram, you are not going to explain each and everything from this topic. Okay, I hope you have done this. Now let me create a story on the basis of this fluency diagram for you. We need to talk about a risk, so I am going to start from here. I would like to talk about a new job which I took few years ago. I'm not a big risk taker, but I think it was a calculated risk and it would help me to build my career. I must have been about 30 years on that time. I applied for the post of computer teacher. The city was Pinjore. After attending the online interview, I got selected. It was an extreme risk for me because of my knowledge. I didn't know the subjects actually. Like there are few programming languages, C, C++, and Java. While you are going to teach computer as a subject, then you must know those languages, and I didn't know those programming languages on that time. And yes, I never heard the city before, and even I didn't know the soul of that city. I started each and everything from scratch. While joining that job, I started with, I can say, no network, no connection, nothing. But I did mitigate the risk while learning few skills like programming languages, and I got the contract from that school for 1 year. I was aware if it all went belly up, then I had to come back to my home city and I would search for the new job. but the school reputation was quite good. Even that school was or is a global school, I can say international school. Finally, it turned out very well because I have learned a lot of things about that school, about the city, and the most important, about myself too. Finally, it definitely paid off for me. Okay, so I have created my story on the basis of this fluency diagram. Now I will give you or I will read the actual answer. I would like to tell you about the time I took a new job in a new city. I'm not a big risk taker, but I thought this was a calculated risk that would allow me to build my career. I must have been about 30 at that time, and I applied for a new job to work as a computer teacher in Pinjore. After the online interview, I was accepted for the job. Looking back, it was extremely risky. I really stuck my neck out. I didn't really know anything about computer programming. I had never heard the city I was going to, and I didn't know a soul in the city. So I would be starting from scratch with no connection, no network, nothing. I did mitigate the risk by learning some programming skills like C, C++, Java before I went, and also by just taking a 1 year contract. If it all went belly up, I could just go back home and look for a new job in Nawashahar, which is my home city. On the top of that, the school I was working for was a global school and a pretty good reputation, so I thought it would be a safe bet. In the end, I turned out quite well. Yes, it was challenging, but I learned loads. Not only about the schools and city, but about myself too. I actually ended up staying in Pinjore for a number of years, and it really helped me to grow my career. So, it was a risk, but one that definitely paid off for me. So, I hope you get everything from this passage. Okay, the language of this passage is a little bit hard, but if you are able to create this kind of fluency diagram, then you can create your own language. So, there is no need to follow this sample answer. You can create your own, I can say, answer. Now, we have to look some follow-up questions. Okay, here we are. What do some people enjoy extreme sports? It depends on the purpose. Some do extreme sports for money, as a lot of money is involved in sports. Also, for some people, sports come naturally or in a challenging way, and sometimes they do it as a passion. So, there can be various reasons. Are action films popular in your country? Yes, of course, especially Indian movies. They are most popular among the young generation in my country, and there are also incidents that have happened by trying to imitate them. Do you think it is a good thing for a leader like to take risks? Of course, I strongly believe a leader should take risks and challenges as well. It always considered as a leadership skill. These leaders are very important for society as they always take responsibility for others. People look upon such leaders who have the ability and the courage to take risks and do things differently. Do you think men and women will make a different choices about risk taking? In the past, there was a difference that more men took risks than women. But nowadays, there is no difference in the gender in risk taking. Now, women seem taking more risk than men at work as well as at home to have a balanced lifestyle. What about the young and old? Generally, young people like to take risks, whereas the elderly like to play it safe. It also depends on the type of risk involved. If the risk may land a person into some physical injury, then young people come forward, but if the risk is like investing money, then the elderly may have more experience and may step forward to take the risk. Why do you think young people take risks more than elderly people? I'm not sure all young people are risk takers, but by and large, I think the older we get, the less we take risks. Mainly because we have more responsibilities as we get older. We have to raise our families, pay off mortgage, like that. Young people, on the other hand, are generally more footloose and fancy free. So they have less to lose. If things go wrong, they can bounce back quite easily. They have more energy and often have family who can support them. What advice should parents give their children about taking risks? Well, that will depend largely on parents' attitude to risk. By and large, I think they should encourage their children to take calculated risks because it is by taking risks that we learn and grow. For example, if you apply for a promotion, you will benefit and learn new things whenever you get the job or not. That said, I recommend parents should teach their children how to evaluate risks so they can avoid doing irresponsible things. For instance, hitchhiking alone through Mexico might be a great adventure, but the risk of being hacked, robbed, or worse is high and probably not worth it. Okay, now it's time to read the mini story. In this mini story, we have 35 questions, and these 35 questions are directly proportionate to our topic. And you need to practice this mini story more than 2 or 3 times because this mini story will give you fluency on this topic and it will stretch your thinking speed. Okay, now let's start. Did I take a new job? Yes, I took a new job. Was I a big risk taker? No, I wasn't a big risk taker. Did I take calculated risk? Yes, I took calculated risk. What would allow me to build my career? The calculated risk would allow me to build my career. Have I been about 30 at the time? Yes, I have been about 30 at that time. Who applied for a new job? I applied for a new job. Did I apply for a new job? Yes, I applied for a new job. Did I apply for the job as a computer teacher? Yes, I applied for the job as a computer teacher. Where did I apply? I applied in Pinjore. Did I apply in Pinjore? Yes, I applied in Pinjore. Who attended the online interview? I attended the online interview. Was I accepted for the job? Yes, I was accepted for the job. Was it extremely risky? Yes, it was extremely risky. Did I really stick my neck out? Yes, I really stuck my neck out. Did I know anything about computer programming? Hmm? No, I didn't know anything about computer programming on that time. Had I heard the city where I was going to? No, I hadn't heard the city where I was going to. Did I know the soul in the city? No, I didn't know a soul in the city. Did I start my did I start from the scratch? Yes, I started everything from the scratch. I would be starting from scratch. What would it means? It means I would started everything without any connection, without any network, nothing, zero. Did I mitigate the risk? Yes, I did mitigate the risk. How did I mitigate the risk? By learning new skills. What would I do if all went belly up? Hmm. I was aware. I was aware about the risk. So if all went belly up, then I would come back at my home and I would look for a new job for myself. I was aware about it. Was the school a global school? Yes, the school was or is a global school. Did school have pretty good reputation? Yes, the school still have a pretty good reputation. But I thought it would be a safe bet. Sorry, it would be a safe bet. Would it be a safe bet? Yes, it would be a safe bet. Did it? turn out quite well? Yes, it turned out quite well. Was it challenging? Yes, it was very challenging. Did I learn loads? Yeah, I learned loads. Did I learn about the school? Definitely. I learned about the school also. Did I learn about myself too? Yes, I learned about myself too. What did I learn? I learned loads. I learned about the school. I learned about myself too. Did it help me to grow my career? Yes, it helped me to grow my career. Was it a risk? Yes, it was a risk. Did it pay off me? Yes, definitely. At the end of the day, it did pay off me. It definitely paid off me. Now we are going to end this video. I hope you like this topic and you are able to absorb everything from this topic. Here is one advice from my side: just keep learning. You will become a fluent one day. Okay, bye bye, god bless you.